Well, some interesting losers on the U.S. market today. I want to start with General Electric, down 7%. Why are investors selling the stock?
Thanks, Devin. Great to be with you on this Monday. Yes, General Electric was one of the top 2 worst performers on the S&P 500 index today, tumbling, like you said, about 7–8% on an intraday basis. That's after a JP Morgan analyst who had actually called the manufacturer's collapse previously came out and reiterated its sell on GE, also sort of lowering its price target, saying that investors are really underestimating the severity of the challenges and risks that GE is facing right now, and also mentioning sort of constrained free cash flow. Now, this comes at a time when GE CEO Larry Culp is really trying to turn the company around, repair its balance sheet, but JP Morgan not having it. However, Morgan Stanley a little more optimistic on the stock. We'll see what happens.
It's not the only one that went down today. I mean, Boeing's still having so much problems. I see it's cutting production now of its 737 MAX jetliner. That was the troublesome plane that was involved in that Ethiopian crash. It's cutting it down by 19%. So how's the market reacted?
Yes, today Boeing actually was also in the top 2 worst performers on the S&P 500 index today. Boeing falling as much as 5% on an intraday basis. It is cutting its 737 MAX jet production by about 19%. It announced that on Friday. Right now it's also facing criminal and congressional investigations after these 2 fatal crashes in just a 5-month time span here. But what's really interesting is that this announcement to cut production on Friday comes just before Boeing was supposed to submit its software fix for the 737 MAX jetliners. So this really has investors and analysts quite skeptical about when the 737 MAX is actually going to be able to even fly again.
And then before you go, Jessica, I mean, we were talking about Saudi Aramco just last week being revealed as the world's largest company and oil producer. I see Bloomberg sources now are indicating that it's received $60 billion in orders. That's for its bond debut.
Yes, Saudi Aramco has gotten a lot of attention lately as it makes its rounds for bonds here. And yes, Bloomberg sources are indicating it has received about $60 billion of orders for its bond debut. It will be offering these bonds in 6 portions, just for you all to know. And it should be able to raise between $10 and $15 billion. That's what we're hearing right now. And the final pricing and size should be announced or expected tomorrow afternoon, London time. So that's Tuesday afternoon, London time. So look out for that. Essentially, it's expected that some of these funds will go toward the SABIC deal that Saudi Aramco is a part of. And Aramco may also sort of be testing the waters and sort of gauging investor interest just ahead of a maybe potential IPO of Aramco. I mean, that's something that's been discussed for a number of years now, with the latest details on that IPO saying that it's going to be postponed until at least 2021. So we'll also be watching that.
All right, Jessica Summers from Bloomberg. They're talking to us about what's big on the business scene in the U.S. markets. Now,